afternoon to one and all. Welcome to LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for the day. This is 23rd of December 2023. So yes, we are heading to the New Year and the Christmas week. But yes, because of the judicial services that are being scheduled in the month of January, we have to study as well. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा टाइम निकालो स्टडी का एंड इक्वली टाइम निकालो अपने एंजॉयमेंट का भी. चले आज के एजेंडा की तरफ चलते हैं, जहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे illegal Delhi colonies protected for another 3 years, what the bill passed in parliament says, which we have taken from the Indian Express. Then we'll be discussing about some interesting news update of the day and the legal news update. चलिए आज का एडिटोरियल सेक्शन बड़ा ही छोटा सा है, जिसमें हम ये बात कर रहे हैं that there will be no punitive actions such as demolitions or sealing which will be against the slum dwellers, hawkers and unauthorized colonies in Delhi for another 3 years. So it's a very big amendment that is coming up, in which the Delhi colonies which are illegal and they don't have any rights will be protected for another 3 years. And both the House of Parliament have passed the National Capital Territory of Delhi Law Special Provision Second Amendment Bill, and this has been extended till 31st of December 2026. So for another 3 years. Now, Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Puri told Lok Sabha that it was necessary to extend the provision now in order to protect around 40 lakh residents of unauthorized colonies in Delhi from inhuman orders. So there was a protection that was given against, in favor of the people who are living, and it's a big amount of population, which is 40 lakh. चले अब लॉ के बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बात करते हैं. Following orders passed by Delhi High Court and Supreme Court, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi began a sealing drive in 2006 against the unauthorized construction. Now, the drive targeted around 1,731 unauthorized colonies, was politically unpopular. So the UPA government of Manmohan Singh enacted the Delhi Law Special Provisions Act 2006 to protect certain kinds of unauthorized constructions for another 1 year. Thereafter, the protections were extended at the time till 2011, and through amendment, it was again and again being, carry forward, and it is extended till 2026. Okay? Now, the amendment has replaced the 2023 with 2026, extending the protections for another 3 years. In the Statement of Objects and Reasons, Act says that orderly arrangement have to be made for the reallocation and rehabilitation of residents of slum and jhuggi jhopdi clusters, unauthorized colonies, urban villages and farmhouses with construction beyond what is permissible. So आज से क्या होगा? So what will happen? The work on conferring ownership right that started in 2019 was delayed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Now 40 to 50 lakh individuals which live in unauthorized colonies, which means 8 to 10 lakh households, could be eligible for ownership rights. So far, only 4 lakh registrations have been taken place. Clearly, more works needs to be done. The Draft Master Plan 2041 is in the final stages, and once notified, it will have details of development norms for unauthorized colonies, slums. The master plan was passed by the Delhi Development Authority and sent to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for approval this year. So what will happen? That the extension has been done till 2026, but the question which remains also, which we have discussed, that how long the status quo will continue and whether they will be getting the ownership rights or not. So I've already discussed that the plan is in the process and needs an approval, which is expected to get this year, that is April 2024 till year. चले आज के नेशनल न्यूज की तरफ बात करते हैं. टोकनाइजेशन, आरबीआई expands the scope of COFT, that is card on file tokenization, to debit card issuing banks. So what has happened? The tokenization services were provided through merchant. The banking regulator, however, announced in a statement dated October 6 this year on development and regulatory practices that card on file tokenization will soon be carried out directly through card issuing banks. The latest measure is aimed to enhance convenience for cardholders to get tokens created and linked to their existing account with various e-commerce applications. ठीक है? चलो, Razorpay cash free receive final RBI note for payment aggregator bills. So Razorpay and cash free एक type के payment gateways हैं. This both the companies have received final RBI note for payment aggregator, Now, cash-free payments said the company completed audits which were required to get PA license around the first quarter of ongoing financial year. So they have been recognized by the RBI now. ISRO bags Leif Erikson Lunar Prize for Chandrayaan 3. So, as ISRO has been awarded for 2023 Leif Erikson Lunar Prize by the Exploration Museum in Iceland, Husavik, for its successful Chandrayaan 3 mission. The award celebrates the first soft landing of a spacecraft near the lunar South Pole and ISRO indomitable spirit in advancing lunar exploration and contributing to understanding celestial mysteries. Chandrayaan 3 was India's third mission to the moon and second attempt to carry out a soft landing on lunar surface. ISRO managed to place the Vikram lander on the lunar surface and roll out the robotic rover Pragyan. तो ये सबको पता ही है कि चंद्रयान 3 क्या हुआ था. It was a big achievement for India. बट अब वो उस पर्टिकुलर डेवलपमेंट के लिए हमें इंटरनेशनल प्राइजेस भी मिल रहे हैं. साक्षी मलिक रियो ओलंपिक मेडलिस्ट क्विट्स रेसलिंग. ये बहुत ही फिनोमिनल, नॉट आई वुड से फिनोमिनल, बट इट्स अ वेरी heartbreaking news that is coming up on the television screens nowadays that Sakshi Malik, a renowned Olympic bronze medalist, announced her retirement from wrestling in front of media in New Delhi. Sakshi Malik, now 31, last completed the Commonwealth in 2022 in Birmingham. The Indian wrestler won the gold medal in the women's 62 kg category but has not completed international events since then. He emerged from the shadows of Geeta Fogart to qualify for the Rio 2016 Olympics and clinched the bronze medal on her games debut. It was the India's first Olympic medal won by a female wrestler, and this is something which is heart-wrenching. Naval Exercise Milan 2024 to be held at Visakhapatnam. 50 countries likely to participate. So it's a multilateral naval exercise जिसका नाम मिलन है 2024, जिसका 12th edition हुआ है, which is held in Visakhapatnam. In accordance to the exercise, a final planning conference was also held at Visakhapatnam in hybrid mode, attended by participating nations, said the Navy in an official statement. Now, Milan is a biennial multilateral naval exercise which has been incepted by Indian Navy in 1995. Originally conceiving consonance with India's Look East policy, Milan expanded in ensuring years with Government of India's Act East policy and Prime Minister Narendra Modi security and growth for all in region initiative. Okay, so this is something which we are practicing from a long back. MSME Ministry launches 3 sub-scheme under RAMP program, makes ZE scheme free for women. So MSME sub-scheme RAMP has been, launched. These are MSME Green Investment and Financing for Transportation Scheme, MSC Scheme for Promotion and Investment in Circular Economy, and MSC Scheme for Online Dispute Resolution for Delayed Payments. Now, MSME Green Investment and Financing for Transformation Scheme will help enterprise adopt green technology with interest, subvention and credit guarantee support, while the MSE Scheme for Promotion and Investment in Circular Economy, that is MSE Gift Scheme and MSE Spice Scheme. ठीक है, और ये पर्टिकुलर जो ZE स्कीम है उसको वुमेन के लिए फ्री कर दिया गया है. ठीक है, चलो. Sangam City's Neelam Saran Gaur bags Sahitya Academy Award 2023. So, well-known English writer from Sangam City and a former professor in English department of Allahabad University, Neelam Saran Gaur has won the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award 2023 for her novel Requiem in Raga Janki. ठीक है, अब the award in the form of cassette containing an aggravated copper plaque and cash prizes will be presented to the awardees at a ceremony marking 70 years of Sahitya Academy in New Delhi, and the winning authors will receive 1 lakh each. चलिए, और जो इनकी बुक है, नॉवल है रिक्विएम इन रागा जानकी, बेस्ड ऑन द लाइफ ऑफ फेमस इलाहाबाद सिंगर जानकी बाई, वॉन द कोवेटेड हिंदू फिक्शन प्राइज फॉर 2018 भी उन्हें मिला था. डे की बात करते हैं, नेशनल मैथमेटिक्स डे जो 22 दिसंबर को सेलिब्रेट करा जाता है. दिस डेट मार्क्स द बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ लेजेंडरी मैथमेटिशियन श्रीनिवासा रामानुज. Mathematics is a part of our everyday lives and celebrating this day makes it even more special. तो ये डे सेलिब्रेट कब होता है? December 22 को, ऑन द ऑनर ऑफ लेजेंडरी मैथमेटिशियन श्रीनिवासा रामानुज. लीगल अपडेट की बात करते हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट से जो आ रही है, नॉमिनेशन प्रोसेस अंडर कंपनीज एक्ट डज नॉट ओवरराइड सक्सेशन लॉज। तो ये कंपनीज एक्ट से रिलेटेड एक जजमेंट आया है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज हेल्ड दैट the nomination process under the companies act does not override succession laws. It is beyond the scope of company affairs to facilitate succession planning of the shareholder. In the case of will, it is upon the administrator or executor under Indian Succession Act, or in the case of intestate succession, the laws of succession to determine the line of succession. तो ये पर्टिकुलर जजमेंट कंपनीज एक्ट से रिलेटेड है, और इस जजमेंट का नाम है शक्ति येजदानी एंड अनदर वर्सेस बी जयानंद जयंत सलगोणकर एंड अदर्स। चलिए, कर्नाटका हाईकोर्ट से जजमेंट आ रहा है, रीअसेसमेंट प्रोसीडिंग कांट बी इन द नेचर ऑफ रिव्यू। So the Karnataka High Court has held that reassessment proceeding cannot be in the nature of review. The bench of Justice S. Sunil Dutt Yadav has observed that the material that has come to light in assessment proceeding for the assessment year 2008-2009 cannot be sufficient grounds to resort to reassessment proceeding. और ये IT एक्ट से रिलेटेड है। द कोर्ट हेल्ड दैट अ mere change of opinion cannot be ground for reopening concluded assessment। तो ये पर्टिकुलर जो जजमेंट है, ये जितना भी जजमेंट है, इट इज रिलेटेड टू द IT एक्ट एंड रीअसेसमेंट प्रोसीडिंग कांट बी इन द नेचर ऑफ रिव्यू, कैन नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड। और इस केस का नाम है EIT सर्विसेज इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड वर्सेस डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर ऑफ इनकम टैक्स। आज के लिए बस इतना ही। मैरी क्रिसमस टू ऑल ऑफ यू। एंड अगर किसी को MP के मैराथन और क्विज की सीरीज को ज्वाइन करना है, सो डू write us in the contact information and the mail ID. Thank you so much for joining. Take care.